Hi guys, my name is Sarah Hughes. I'm sorry I cannot be there with you guys today, but I'm excited that I get to make this fabulous, way fancy YouTube video for you. I'm going to talk to you about our storytelling time and our worship time and how we can work together as a team to support and enhance the experience of the worship time and storytelling time. So, I'm not a sports person per se, but I do know that a team works together and that a team has tactics and strategies. So, we're gonna go with this comparison here and say that we are the home team. We teachers, we volunteers, we awesome, loving, probably tired before we got here, but that's okay because the Lord is always going to give us what we need to be able to minister to these babies, people. We are the home team, right? And the kids, they are the visiting team, okay? So they are on our turf. That's how we have to think of it. Maybe not with that competition thing, but they're the visiting team. And so whose rules are they going to play by? Are they going to play by their rules? Nope. They're going to play by our rules. And how do they know what our rules are? Because we tell them. We have to tell them what our rules are. Those of you who are parents know that the little ones, even though we wish that they could read our minds, those of you who have taught before, we wish that they could read our minds, but they don't usually read our minds. They cannot figure out what they're supposed to do. So it's our job to tell them exactly what we want them to do. So let's figure out how we can do that in a unified front as a team with a tactic. Okay, we are going to call our story time something that sounds wonderful. We're not going to say it's almost time to sit down and watch the thing. It's almost time to be really still. It's almost time to not play with toys anymore. We're not going to put it that way. We're going to say things like, oh, it's almost lesson time. It's nearly time to get to know God in a new way. Oh boy, so they're looking forward to that, right? Okay, it begins at cleanup time. When it's clean up. That's the song that I sing when I'm in the room usually. We clean up our toys so that the room is prepared for us to go and listen to the worship leader, the storyteller, participate in what the worship leader is doing, what the storyteller is doing. But as we're cleaning up, you guys get to use words like, get ready to be good listeners. We will keep our eyes on our storyteller. We will keep our eyes on our worship leaders. We will keep our mouths closed. Oh, it's going to be so much fun watching everything that the storyteller does, listening to every word. I mean, just putting these positive goals in the kids' heads, even while they're cleaning up and talking. So my background is theater and the performing arts. In fact, that's why I have these fancy fingernails right now, and also why I have no makeup is because I am currently shooting a film called Aria Appleton Shines Like the Sun. It's a beautiful, beautifully written Christian film that's actually really, really hilarious, but the heart, oh my goodness, it is so, you're gonna hear about that. Okay, little plug for that. That's why I'm not with you today. My makeup is in the other car, so nails, no makeup. Thanks for dealing with this. My background is in theater. In theater, we work as an ensemble, hopefully, on stage. Everybody on stage, all of the technicians, every element that goes into making a production is in the concept of an ensemble. We are keeping our focus not on the storyteller, but the story. We're all working together so that the story comes out. It's not about the actor, it's not about the worship leader, it's not about the storyteller, but it is about the worship. It is about the story. And so we get to work together as a team to lift up that story and to highlight it and to facilitate the story coming into and deeply into the hearts of everybody in our classroom. Yes. So some ways that we do this in theater are to actually use body language. If the actor over here is telling the story, we either turn our eyes to them or we turn our body to them, or both, okay? So we're going to listen with our eyes and listen with our bodies to what the person who's leading us is doing. And I know it's like, oh, this seems obvious, but sometimes we don't realize when we're not doing it. And honestly, a lot of theater people go to college to learn how to just direct their focus in the right way. It's so, so, so important to get the story out. So we can lead by example, okay? So even if you are helping some kids to look back up instead of picking on each other or rolling on each other, or I don't know, whatever, you know, just doing something. So they're turned around, they're trying to stand up, they're walking away. As you are redirecting them, instead of looking at them and saying, no, 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 don't play with this. Hold on, turn your feet around. Come on. I want you to look at the storyteller, the worship leader, and say, let's go this way. Yes, let's turn this way. Let's be a great listener. Okay, sit down. Keep your eyes open. Because if you're talking, this kid over here is going to look at what you are saying. And so if they look at you, oh, here's something to look at. So they look at you and you're looking at the kid, then they're going to look at the kid. Then they're going to stand up and walk over to the kid. And then you have a little mountain of children when really you were just trying to, it escalates, right? Kind of snowballs. It can. These nails are cracking me up. It snowballs. Okay, so the way we can help to avoid that or do our best is to say, no, let's come over here. Oh, that's so good. Let's sit down. Very nice. Thank you. Can you put your hands in your lap? Good job. Oh, did you hear what he said? Oh. And then back up. But we're keeping our eyes on the focus, on the story the whole time. So I have this nifty little poster that helps me in our little classroom here. Please don't mind the mess. It is our 5-star listener poster, and I actually go over it before every class time that we have. We say, how are we a 5-star listener? There are 5 stars here on the poster. Eyes are watching, ears are listening, lips are closed, hands are still, feet are quiet. Yay! Can you show me that your eyes are watching? Can you show me that your ears are listening? Can you show me that your lips are closed? Can you show me that your hands are still? Can you show me that your feet are quiet? Wow, you're a 5-star listener. So you can use words like that as you are bringing them back to focusing on the story or the worship leader. Because that's really specific. If you're like, no, listen. Like they might think that they're listening even if they're building something or wrestling their friend. They think they're listening. They are distracting other kids. Even if they can hear it, we're going to learn how to operate as an ensemble, right? So, so using really specific things for them, like keep your eyes on the storyteller, keep your hands still, keep your feet quiet. Are your ears listening? Is your mouth closed? Okay. Also, we want to keep it positive. Keep it positive. My husband is a school psychologist, and every time I speak in the negative to my kids, like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's not do this. He says, no, you got to put it in the positive. Like, tell them what you want them to do. It doesn't mean like, yeah, you're awesome, even though you're pulling all the books off the shelf. You say, let's keep the books on the shelf. Let's choose one book. So similarly, while we're watching, let's keep our feet quiet instead of saying, don't stomp. Stop your stomping. Don't stomp. Let's keep feet quiet. Feet are quiet. Like that. So, you might be wondering because every storyteller is different, how you are supposed to respond in each different week with different stories, different styles of stories. How am I supposed to respond? Am I allowed to ask the storyteller questions to help get the kids back on track? Do I need to stay quiet? What do I need to do? So I feel like sometimes when I volunteer, or when I am not the one telling the story, the one leading worship, sometimes I just tend to be quiet like this because I'm not sure. I don't want to upset the storyteller's plan. Storytellers, tell your people what kind of style you want the event to be in, okay? Do you want it to be quiet and mysterious the whole time? Do you want silly answers? Mary rode in on a what? A humpback whale. Ha ha ha. A dinosaur. Ha ha ha. A donkey. Oh yeah. Okay, do we want a lighthearted feel? Do we want talk back? Do we want to turn out the lights except for one light near the storyteller? Same with worship. Do you want an interactive movement worship, or do you want a real quiet kind of worship? Leaders are going to be telling the team before we sit down so that we can, as a team, set the mood and explain our expectations. Tell them what the rules are before we go and do it. I'm so excited to see how this grows with the two, oh my goodness, what's the word? 2 times for 2 services, the 2 service times, and expanding our team, our ensemble team, our ensemble football team. Let's put sports and theater together. It's just going to be great. And we know that every single child that comes in every single day will be blessed by the Lord, and we get to be a part of it. That's cool. Okay. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll be meeting with Aaron so I can learn all the things that you guys are learning today. I just want to thank you for being a team. Go team.